Hello and welcome to Martin Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto, and we're here doing a live crypto stock show where we're looking at technical analysis on your favorite charts. So thank you all for tuning in. We are also covering a bit of XRP and the big short that's going on in the Bitcoin markets as well, but primarily focused on you, the members, going through your chart requests, doing a bit of education. So remember, anything I say during this live show, if you're watching this later on as a live, as a video, nothing I say is financial advice. Please do your own research. Do not follow anything I'm saying. I'm just here to give you entertainment and educational content. So thank you for tuning in. But please do not trade based on anything I say. Remember, 95% of people trading lose money anyway, so you don't want to start doing that. Let's see who's with us. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me make sure this is running okay. Do we have volume? I think we do. Let's just make the Ecam Live's had a few updates. I just want to make sure everything is running smoothly. So start doing that. Yeah, it does seem like we are. So let's have a look at your comments. And then we will look into the big short on Bitcoin at the moment, and what's going on with that, and then move on to bring this down, some of your questions as well. Who is with us on this Sunday evening in the UK? It might be morning where you are. This is the amazing thing about YouTube. Everyone can be all around the globe with us today. So let's go back. James was here first. Thank you, James. James has smashed the like button. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button. As you can see, my cursor has got a lot bigger. So when I'm pointing at things, hopefully you'll be able to see it more clearly when I'm pointing. Who else do we have? Hey Sensei, hope you're having a great afternoon. Yes, I am. Thank you, Christopher. I hope you are having the same. Highly strange day with with a week of big news events to keep us on our toes. Yes, there's a lot happening this week. Martyn is covering it. As you can see, his next live show takes you to retail sales. That'll be tomorrow. So we have to join him for that fundamental news that he will be covering. Martyn's in the chat as well. Hi, Sensei and everyone. We've got Frederick here with a six month badge. So congratulations to you, Frederick, with your 6 month badge. Sensei, it's my first time to ask for a chart at your show. I would be happy if you could do Resolve AI. Well, we've got a 6 month badge. You're supporting the show, so why? And this is the show for it. So let's do it. RZLV. This is for Frederick. Just checking your comments. Let's zoom out a bit. I don't think we've ever covered this chart. We're going on the weekly time frame to begin with, just to get an overview of the stock and how it's trading. You can normally tell what sort of stock it is by zooming out, and this is one of the ones where it's probably a low market cap. 577 million, yes. It's probably one of the ones where it's not a safe bet to just buy and hold. It's not a blue chip because you can see it IPO'd. It had its IPO pump, and then now it's in its dump stage of its IPO. And now it depends: is this company going to make it? Is it going to start accumulating? Is it going to make a comeback, or is it just going to go down forever before it gets delisted? I won't be able to tell that from the chart. All I can see from this chart, zooming out, is that it's a risky bet. It's not a chart that's been performing well. Less people are holding it, more people are shorting it. I can't tell you the base because it's at all-time lows. We haven't seen price action around these areas for a while. So what we'll start off with was putting the all-time low at 124. We'll be putting in the range high as well, where it tested moving averages and continued its move down at $5.44. We've got its IPO price around $10. We can put on its all-time high, but I don't think we'll be going there anytime soon. What we'll do next is take a Fibonacci point from its all-time high to its all-time low. And that brings us another level of where it can rally up to, a potential take profit area, $4.99. We've got our 786 up here as well, and the 50% retrace. We can get rid of that Fibonacci now. What we will do now is then move down the time frames. We'll go down to 3-day time frame, and you can see that the trend is very much It has these rallies and then it continues moving to the downside, and the trend is your friend until it ends. So we need to start looking for indicators that this trend is coming to an end. One would be at the bottom of a range, you start seeing accumulation. So that's what you want to see next, is an accumulation pattern that finally then breaks the accumulation zone and gets back above $4.39 and $5.51. Once that accumulation is done, that's when you start looking for your next move to the upside. We do not have any signs of bottoming out yet. We might have a sign of a potential sudden move to the upside, which is this bullish divergence. You've got a low here and a lower low, but then you look at the RSI and see if the same thing's occurring. No, it's not. Instead of a low and a lower low, you've got a low and a higher low. That signals bullish divergence. So this is a potential trading opportunity, or something that traders might look at. Again, not advice, but some people would look at this bullish divergence and say they want to take a trade for a quick profit, and looking for a potential range of either going up to $2.90 and then $4.39. They would do it something like this. You would have a stop loss just below your previous all-time lows, and then you would have a couple take profit zones on this specific potential trade, where you're looking at several possible low risk, high reward trading opportunities, where you'll have separate um, take profit zones, just all forming from a potential bullish divergence pattern on the charts. Most likely, you might just hit your first. You might just hit your first take profit, where people would take out at least their initial and some profits, and then you might see us start forming a bottom before you take out these higher levels. But again, this is a level people would enter their trades because of this bullish divergence occurring. The MACD is the moving averages. Divergence is still green, and it's going back into it's gaining momentum, which is good. So on the short term, it does look like this stock will be heading to the upside, but on the longer term, what you want to see to be more bullish for a longer term position is this to start forming a bottoming structure, and then finally taking out these resistance levels one by one: $2.90, $4.50, $5.46. The only thing we're not confident, and the only reason we wouldn't take a big position on this, is we don't have confirmation of a long-term bottom. We do have a slight confirmation of a short-term bottom of this trading strategy with the bullish divergence, but we don't have confirmation of a low being formed, with accumulation pattern being formed. We just have a potential trying to catch the bottom of this trend, which sometimes are very successful. Sometimes it's the best time to get in, but because you've caught the all-time low. However, more likely than not, it's you can't catch the bottom, and you have to maybe buy higher once you realize that the bottoming structure is in the accumulation pattern has started. But this is a potential trade setup. There is bullish divergence, so on the short to medium term, I would be looking bullish at this stock until the next lower high has been formed. Let's go back to your comments. Thank you for the suggestion. You can always, Frederick, ask us about the stock next week, and hopefully we can have a look. Jason, you're looking at your badge check. You've got a 2-month badge. As soon as you get your 1-month badge, you can be upgraded to Discord. The higher your badge, the more we know you've been supporting the show. Just like Frederick, he's been supporting the show for 6 months, so I did not hesitate to do a chart for him. And we always prioritize our longer members. But also, obviously, giving the perks to all members as well. I'm not sure why my cursor is actually that big, so that's a bit annoying. Let me see if I can... it's a very big cursor. Not sure why it's so big. I don't understand. We'll fix that next show. Sensei, I hope you can provide some insights on the whale insider trying to short Bitcoin for 380 million with 40x leverage. His initial liquidation price was 85,000. Then he moved it to 86,000. It looks like a short squeeze. Yeah, if they manage to liquidate him, we'll be looking at that very shortly. Thank you, Audio Active Productions. He didn't add, I think, 5 million to his position because everyone in the crypto community was trying to short squeeze him. we got up to 85,000 Bitcoin's price. He added another 5 million to his position, brought his liquidation price to 86,000. So we'll look into that in very shortly. Hi everyone, quick question. If you bought a channel membership, do you become a Discord member as well? Or do you pay for Discord? If you want to become a Discord member straight away, there is a way to bypass it. You go on Discord, you buy a membership there, and you've got access to Discord straight away. But the most cost-effective way is you're a member. You will become a Discord member as soon as you change your badge to your 1 month badge. Um, you will get access to Discord. Yes, Andrew has told you. Um, Sub next one, and you can get in. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Steve is in the chat as well. Vaz is here. Hello, Vaz. A lot of these badges are turning 6 months. Thomas Morrow, congratulations to your badge. I don't know if it's recently changed or you've had it for a while. The next one will be the 1 year badge. Hi, Sensei. Good evening. Good day, all. Could you look at the Google chart, the Peckman 6 month badge? Of course, we can. Let's have a look at the Peckman. Looking at Google. Depending on how busy it is, we might have to filter out by badges. So we might only be able to do the 2 months and up, 6 months and up, because I want to get through as many requests as I can. But I probably won't be able to get through every single person's request. You can always have the opportunity of doing a super chat, and we will go straight to your suggestion as well. We're looking at Google for the Peckman. Thank you all for tuning in. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's see how many people we have with us today. We have got 181 people watching on a chart show. That's amazing. Thank you all for tuning in. How many likes do we have? We've got 64 likes, 181 people watching. Please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please, let's get those likes up to 100. I know we can do that. Okay. Google. So I think we looked at Google a little bit last week. It was one of those ones where when you DCA into a blue chip stock like this, you are your money's safe with something with Google. Again, nothing's 100% safe, but within a larger portfolio, Google is one of those blue chip stocks out there. Um, the way I do it, I don't dollar cost average blindly. I would look at the trend, and here we've got a clear trend line. This would be the area for a short-term trade or a long-term DCA position. We've bounced off this trend line 1, 2, 3, and now this could be the fourth time. And that's what I would be looking at DCAing. If I had a DCA strategy on Google, it would be now buying it. That would be my first position in Google. Would be here. My next one would be at the horizontal support, which is the previous all-time highs before you had that big sell-off. That is around $153. So if I had $100, I'll put $30 in now. I'll put $20 in at $153. Then if there's a recession sort of case scenario where Google will pull back um, in a more significant way, where you would see a potential 34% correction on Google, I would be looking at $105. We can also look at Fibonacci retracement from this low to this high. You would be looking, at that around that 110 mark for that deep retracement on Google. That's a potential where I'd put the rest of my money into Google. With if people like to DCA more, you have this 0618 at $130, $144 as well. So if you are looking to open a position on Google, and Google's one of those ones where you don't really need to time to a specific extent, you don't need to keep an eye on it that much because it is one of those companies that is going to be around for a while. You can just pull up your chart, look at the previous significant low, which is at 2022, take it to the all-time high, and then you can have a DCA strategy where you buy at every single one of these Fibonacci retracements. One would be the 0.382, $160. The next one would be at the 50% retrace, $145. Then a 0.618 at $130. Then $110, and then possibly at the at the low as well at $83. That can be a very simple strategy to Oh, we've got a super chat from Josh. Thanks, Sensei. Let me. Huh, not sure what's going on there. Does everyone see that as well? I'm going to remove that for a second. I don't know where that's come from and how that's got there. Let me get rid of that. Oh, this is the one I wanted. Okay, I apologize. Let me just finish Google and I'll address that super chat. Unfortunately, didn't play because I didn't have my thing switched on. So it really depends with Google. If you're looking at it at completely just what's going on with Google at the moment, Google is obviously pulling back, and it's going to come back to a zone, and that zone that Google has a chance of continuing its uptrend. If you zoom out, the uptrend on Google is very much, it always goes to the upside. However, there are possibilities where all throughout this upside trend, there are significant pullbacks. For example, 2020, you saw that 35% pullback. In September of 2020, you saw a 16% pullback. In 2021, you saw a 44% pullback on Google. So the overall trend, looking at 5 to 10 years, is always the upside. Within that 5 to 10 years, just looking at the chart, you can see that there is dips, and those dips are
Josh
areas.
Monroe
Oh, here
donated
we go.
$5 through a super chat. Thanks, Sensei.
Thank you very much, Josh Monroe. Um, Josh Monroe, what chart did we just do for you? Did we do a chart for you, Josh Monroe? Is this for you? I'm just trying to. No, this is for the Peckman. Josh Monroe, what are you thanking us for? Did I do you a chart and I've just completely forgotten? Oh, here we go, another one.
Christopher Pennington donated €5 through a super chat. Hi Sensei, could we take a look at the H-bar chart, please? Also, what do you think would be the highest level during the bull run cycle, please?
Christopher Pennington, we will get straight to yours after we do Google. I'm just trying to figure out, Josh Monroe, what are you thanking us for? I'm just trying to go through the comments, see what. Josh Monroe, Josh Monroe. I can't see you commenting earlier. Maybe you're just saying thank you for the show. I'm not sure, but let me know what you're thanking us for. Oh, just a simple thanks for being here. Wow, how nice. That is very kind, Josh Monroe. Let me know if you want me to have a look at a chart for you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. He's just thanking you for existing. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it, Luke? Okay, back to Google. So we discussed. I think this is an important note for all stocks. The way I always look at a stock, and just a bit of education before we move on to some of the other requests. Um, and we're going to try and keep the show about as much as I can about chart education. We will do your request. If you do it, we'll limit it to $5 and above because I want to do a lot of members requests as well, and it's not all about who has more money. But if you do a $5 super chat, we'll do your chart. Otherwise, we'll pick some members requests. But what we're going to try and do is just a bit of education as well on how I look at charts. So something with like Google, you zoom out and you can see it's just always goes up with a potential of some big dips, where you see 30% savings on a company like Google. So that's the first tick, and when you see a chart like that, you are fairly confident in your position in that stock because past performance it doesn't tell you the future. However, it gives you a good idea of what sort of company it is, and if it keeps hitting targets, keeps beating earnings, you can see that over the very long term, the stock has consistently gone up. So that's your first tick when you're looking at a long-term investment. Then I start looking at the DCA opportunities, or what the stock is currently doing. And currently, when I just look at the chart, I can say, well, the chart is in all-time high territory. We can see the previous highs and now it's sort of overbought. It's an all-time high territories, which is not particularly a bad thing if you don't really care about getting the best possible price, because the stock has always gone up in history. However, for me personally, when I look at a stock, when I'm actively looking at the markets, when I'm so invested in the markets, where I'm not passively investing, I'm looking at the markets on a day-to-day basis or even on a weekly basis. I can I can put some more effort in, and identify different areas I want to buy this. So if I'm looking for a short-term trade, I would be looking at a specific zone, a tight stop loss, and try and catch the momentum where all the other traders would buy in. And an example of that would be around $153. I would open up a trade, I would make 10% in 2 days, and I'd be happy close off the trade. However, I think the more important thing to do is try and position ourselves for the long term, and build long-term positions, because that's how you succeed rather than trading. 95% of trade people that trade lose money. That's the last thing I want to show you guys here. I'm showing the charts to control your emotions, to understand the markets, to see what type of cycle we're in, to see where the stock is trending. Not so I can tell you guys to trade it, but so you guys can see some nice long-term positions. Oh, we go, Zach Zay.
Zach Zeit donated $5 through a super chat. Thank you for your show. Can you look at the chart of MSTR and their connection with BTC, please?
Thank you, Zach. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. So again, it's over watching every Sunday. I can't explain everything within 5-10 minutes of my strategy and how I look at charts, but over watching these shows every Sunday, you will get a grasp on different strategies you can take away from learning charts. And there's many different strategies, whether you're a short-term trader, whether you're a long-term investor, whether you're just looking at charts to control your emotions, whether you're looking at charts for potential take profit levels, whether you're looking at charts for um, investing by specific Fibonacci levels, where you're trying to if you're trying to understand the RSI, if you're trying to understand what MACD means. Over these Sunday shows, you will start to learn a few different things, and specifically my journey, my strategies. But when I look at something like Google, I look at it, it's long term. Okay, I'm safe. Whether I buy it now, as long as I don't sell at some point, hopefully not 100% guaranteed, but at some point I will be in a profit. The next thing I look for a long term investment is what's the trend, the shorter term trend. And the shorter term trend for Google right now, as you can see highlighted by this white trend line here, is the upside. And if this trend is going to hold, it will bounce off this line. So I'm happy to start a position here. If I'm a trader, I might take a longer term position, a larger position with a stop loss right underneath the trend line, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm looking for a first area to DCA my $100 I want to invest in Google. The first place I'll buy it would be $162 of $20, for example. And then it's the horizontal support, because it's another level of support due to the previous all-time highs. I'll put another $20 in. If the sell-off continues, if you break $152, you're looking at potentially $105. As I showed you, there are levels in between, and you can look at that from a Fibonacci point of view. But the next level I think is pretty significant, is around $110, because that lines up with Fibonacci and my horizontal support, and that's where I'll deploy the rest of my cash. So I am DCAing into the stock, but at specific levels. And with Google right now, the short-term trend is to the downside, the long-term trend is to the upside. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to bridge that gap between the long-term trend to the upside, the short-term trend to the downside. Where is a perfect place to get in? Well, there's never a perfect place to get in. However, using charts, you can try and mitigate that by buying in at specific levels the charts will present to you. And then that's where the short-term trend and the long-term trend, you try and get the best possible price to buy on the dip, but continue the long-term growth. And Google right now is in the process of a long-term trend to the upside, a short-term trend to the downside. Where are possibilities to try and enter? Well, one of them is at here, one of them is at $153. The lowest sort of area is $110, and there's a few in between using a Fibonacci tool. But I hope that's answered your question on the chart analysis of Google. Um, we've got a request, we've got a super chat from Josh, but he's just saying happy Sunday. So, no, Josh is just super chatted, just simply for being here. So thank you, Josh. Then we got Christopher, who wants to look at H bar. Let's have a look at H bar. Thank you for your request. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button, as we're doing a chart show. And if you enjoy that, let me know. If you don't enjoy it, also let me know. um, So H bar. This is probably the best chart for it. Yeah, Newcastle beat Liverpool. Yeah, they did, didn't they? That is Liverpool got beaten by Plymouth in the FA Cup, and now they got beaten by um, Newcastle United in the cup as well. So H bar. So again, you've got this underlying trend of higher lows. It's not as pronounced as something like Google, but in the crypto world, having higher lows, even on not such a big scale, it does show that the holders are holding and not letting it go below a specific point. So that is a good thing to look at. These higher lows presented to us um, over here. Um, just see exactly what you wanted us to answer. H bar chart, please. And what do you think would be the highest level during the bull cycle? So again, not financial advice, because I don't want to say a number and then you say, okay, well, in this bull cycle, H bar has already topped out and we never went that high. I can't tell if this bull cycle is over. If you watch my other video, I said I give it an 80% possibility that we are still in the bull cycle, but there is a 20% possibility that the bull market's over for crypto, depending on where we are in that Wall Street cheat sheet we looked at last week. Also, it's very easy to say, okay, I think it's going to go to this level, and it never does. So again, I don't have a magical power to see where it goes. However, using chart analysis, we can definitely come up with some potential zones that I've got H bar. Where am I looking to take H bar? So we've got our chart analysis of the high lows. We've got specific horizontal trend lines that can come all the way down to, for example, 8 cents and even as low as 6 cents from levels that H bar is at now. That would be about a 60% correction. That can even happen during a bull market. I don't expect it to, but that can happen. But the way I look at most of my bull market sort of take profit levels would be a Fibonacci level, especially for those ones that I do think are going to surpass their all-time highs. Not that many of them will. Um, um, as witnessed in previous cycles, a lot of coins don't come back. H bar, I do think, will come back and will make new all-time highs if the rest of the market continues to go up, if Bitcoin continues to make highs, if XRPs makes all-time highs, and the bull market's not ended. You take a Fibonacci from the all-time high around 57 cents, take it to the all-time low, which is around 34 cents, and then you look at the 786, which would be 44 cents. That's the main level to get above. And then you're looking at the 1618. That will give you a good idea of a not a massively bullish target, but a very nice target. If you want more bullish targets, then you look at levels up here. But we won't go that high. I think H bar, if the bull market's not ended, we are looking at a 90 cents H bar, which would be a another sort of 371% move to the upside, looking at another fall to sort of a 5x from where we are now on H bar. And if the bull market goes, if you see Bitcoin at 200,000, you see XRP at $10, you can see about $1.50 H bar as well. So there's plenty of room left for H bar. And the way I've done that is a Fibonacci from the high to the low, the 1618 is 90 cents. Yeah, I mean, if you look at that for XRP, for example, what's the 1618? That's the main target I'm looking for XRP. Or I've previously looked at XRP, take from the high to the low, you're looking at $5.30. And that's why previously that was my main take profit level. Um, so yeah, the 1618, that would be my thoughts on H bar, and just some technical analysis for H bar very quickly. I know I've answered your question, but just in case you wanted to know a bit more, we are currently below the moving averages, which is a bearish signal. We want to get back above that as soon as possible. We are breaking key levels of support around 19 cents as well, but as long as we get back above it in the next few weeks, that'll be good. Remember, we've done this in 2021 where you broke this level we're breaking right now around 19 cents for a few weeks, kept dotting around. Wicks were coming down, and then we finally got back above it, and that's when you had your next move up to all-time highs. So something similar can happen now, where you have a few wicks down here, and then you finally get back above 19 cents, and then you make your all-time highs. So yeah, there we go, H bar. The next one we had was, oh, and that was your first super chat on the live stream, so thank you very much. Thank you for your support. And then we're looking at, don't know why I can't like your super chat. Then we're looking at, I think Zax8 was next. And then we can look at some more members requests. I hold H bars, soy, Ondo. All three are down around 1,500 each since I bought before the big Trump fake out. Am I best to hold them or cash in a loss of 4.5k and move funds to XRP? Lee, I won't be able to answer that question. That is very specifically. Don't want to give any financial advice at all. What's your thoughts on Warren Buffett selling a large percentage of holdings? Had not done this since 2007. I mean, I've been saying this over the last couple of years. The markets are in a bull run that we haven't seen in a long time. Warren Buffett, throughout this bull run, has been taking profits and has upped his cash holdings. Remember, a lot of us, well, I don't want to speak for everyone, but a lot of the people that are in the markets right now haven't been through big recessions or stagnation or sideways moving markets. Warren Buffett has. He's experienced it. He knows that this is a bull market that we haven't, this is a 10, 15-year bull market we haven't seen in a long time. And he knows that there will be better opportunities at some point in the future. So he's happy taking a cash position to buy in either at a 10, 15, 20% drop or throughout the years in a sideways moving market. So my thoughts on it are, he's seen worse market conditions. He doesn't think this bull market is going to last forever. He wants a bit of cash to buy the dips and potentially to buy recession bottoms. Is my thoughts. My mug comes tomorrow. Lucas Richie, someone, if you have, what was I going to say? Yeah, if you have your mug, post the picture in Discord on Mug Pictures here. I think there's a channel called Mug Pictures. And then we can upgrade you to the merch club where you can talk to other mug holders. And at some point, we will be doing, towards the end of this month, we'll be doing a big event for all merch holders. Thank you for your show. And talking about merch, let me just show you this before we get on to Zax8's event. This is the Martyn Liquor Shop. This is the XRP merch. And as you can see, every single thing has sold out on. We are launching a new collection. I mean, this is the first little glimpse of what's in the new collection. But all the mugs are sold out. As soon as this final mug sells out, the whole the next merch drop will be out. This is the XRP to the moon mug. If you do buy a mug, I can do a request. This is the mug I always use. I think there's 2 of them left, and then that will be the end of this collection. That's the first ever XRP collection we did. Remember, we license these logos. We pay per mug on these ones, actually. That's the link for it. Yeah, and that's the last one that hasn't been sold. Oh, Vaz.
Vaz donated £4.99 through a super chat. Thanks Sensei as well. Can you quickly check EVTL, please? I think we have hit the bottom now. Could be a good stock for trading for next few months.
Thank you very much, Vaz. We'll look at that next. So yeah, that's the merch. As soon as that sells out, we'll have our next collection. Though I think there's only 2 of them left. So thank you all for supporting the merch shop as well. Let me know if you purchase one during the stream, and we can do a full analysis for you as well. My mug comes tomorrow, says Lucas. Very, very exciting. Remember to post a picture. Zax8 is asking about MSTR.
Joshua James donated $2 through a super chat. Can you look up DZ nuts?
Um, Unfortunately, I can't, Joshua James, as I can see. I don't know if you're being serious or not. Uh, there is probably some sort of meme coin, but it's not on TradingView, so I can't look at that. Thank you for the super chat. But also, we're only doing requests of $5 and above because I really do want to get onto requests from just the chat as well. But thank you for your super chat. If you do want it to definitely cover your stock, we'll do $5 and above. But Joshua James, I just don't have a meme. I don't have access to looking at a chart for these nuts. But thank you for super chat. Okay, this is a super chat from Zach Say MSTR with Bitcoin. So again, whoever doesn't know, MSTR is Michael Saylor's company of MicroStrategy. I'm just trying to see if we can add Bitcoin to this as well. Okay. Down here we've got Bitcoin, up here we've got MSTR. As you can see, they sort of follow each other. Thank you for your show. Can you look at the charts of MSTR and their connection with Bitcoin? Well, the connection is very clear. The connection is they follow each other. MicroStrategy is a Bitcoin company. Their holdings are, I think, around 1% of Bitcoin supply. They are most of their money is in Bitcoin. That they're no all their money they make from their services is put into Bitcoin. Um, they're a Bitcoin bank. They're no longer this software company that they used to be. Um, their company relies on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes to zero, their company will go to zero. If Bitcoin goes to 200,000, their stock will triple, quadruple. They are more leveraged, so they will. The I think the percentage moves you will see are around the same, or if not bigger than Bitcoin's moves. So you can see from high to low, MSTR has in this move gone down 57%. Bitcoin from high to this low has gone down 23%. So that's about a 2x leverage from the lows of this cycle. If you're looking at it the other way, from the lows of this cycle, MSTR has gone up about 3,800%, and Bitcoin's gone up 562%. So you can see they are very much a leveraged version of Bitcoin. Their chart looks the same. I know the specific way you've asked your questions to see what the comparison. So that's what we're doing. We're not looking at specific technical analysis on either of them. So yeah, it is what you're doing is when you buy MSTR, you're not buying you're buying Bitcoin, but sort of on steroids. You're buying that you are buying sort of a leveraged Bitcoin position, um, and that's represented in this chart. Um, they are acting like a Bitcoin bank. Yes, they have software solutions. Yes, they work on other things, but they're primarily buying Bitcoin. They're primarily leveraging against Bitcoin. They're primarily borrowing money to buy Bitcoin. That is what the company is now. Um, it is no longer a software based solutions company. So yeah, hopefully that answers your questions, X8. You look at technical analysis for each, they'll probably be telling you the same thing. Um, I would prefer to look at Bitcoin to make my mind up whether or not I want to buy MSTR. Um, what would I rather buy? I would diversify between both if I wanted a Bitcoin position. But thank you for your super chat. We can get rid of that. Just look at MSTR. I'd be careful because a sudden correction on Bitcoin could cause a scare. There could be a lot of fear mongering news articles coming out about liquidations for MSTR. That can bring us down to $128 on MSTR. That would be a nice. $200 would be the first stop. Then it would be Thank you, Zach. Let me know if you want me to look in any of them further. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Sensei. Appreciate it. Couldn't imagine investing trading without charting. Yeah, Steve, Dory, I couldn't either. It helps so much whether you're trading, where you can manage your risk and reward. Whether you're investing, you can see how the chart is, what sort of trend you're in. You can control your motion. You can control your risk. Um, it does prove very useful. All I know is Mobix doesn't look good at the moment. Directors have sold shares. Thank you for your information. Um, do send in any information if you have it. Until XRP hits $3 or higher, H-bar and XLM will both reach 0.45 to 0.8. Yet they will continue to sell off unless the market, and specifically XRP and Bitcoin and the wider market start moving to the upside. I agree. Thanks, Sensei, says Christopher. RSR is about to be listed on Coinbase. What do you think on RSR at 0.0? Okay, let's have a look at RSR. RSR USD. So again, I can't verify if it is going to be. It's about to be listed on Coinbase. If it is, then it will normally have a pump, especially when there's a lot of liquidity. Maybe not on a down day, but if the market's running a really good way, it's something listed on Coinbase would end up pumping. How is it looking right now? You do have a sort of a higher low structure. You do have higher highs, which is nice to see as well. Yeah, this is sort of an example of where you can be more confident in a bottom because you've got your capitulation low, then you've got your higher highs, then you keep coming back and testing previous low ranges. Again, it's not the perfect accumulation structure. However, it's crypto; things move fast. This might be the best you get, and here again, you've come in for a test as well. So if these levels hold, you are looking at a very nice move to the upside. The short-term traders who just want to go leveraged and make some money very quickly, they'll be looking to take profits at 0.15 and 0.02, 0.015 and 0.02. And then the longer term holders who want to hold for much bigger gains will be looking at 2021, and then they'll be looking at, let's get this more accurate for a second. They would be looking at Fibonacci from the all-time highs to the all-time lows, and the first level would be, let me just make sure I've got what's going on here, 1 second. Very hard when the all-time high is very far away from, here we go. Okay, and the longer term holders would be looking to take profits around 0.28. Remember, they'll front run a bit, that's why the profits were taken there, and then they'll be looking at 0.04. The 786 is what they'll really be trying to target, which is 0.09. So there is a lot of upside potential on this crypto. I don't know much about the fundamentals, but this is, if you want to take a high risk position, the opportunity is presenting itself right now on RSR. Again, I haven't done any research on it. I don't even know what it does. But if that information is true about it listing on Coinbase, it is ready for a run, in my opinion. All the risk to reward is there for it. Um, so it's looking fine in my opinion. Thank you for that. Hit the like button, everyone, says Stephen Lewandowski. Thank you, Stephen. Please do hit the like button if you are enjoying the show, if you have just tuned in. I would love an overview about Book of Meme. I'd love an overview about Book of Meme. Book of Meme, I don't know what you mean, Marco Jagger. Nope, I don't see anything called Book of Meme. Um, Sorry, Marco Jack, I don't know what you're talking about. If you want to rephrase, can't forget Warren's also getting old. He certainly is, but he does have a large number of advisors around him as well. Mine arrived yesterday. 2 mugs. Um, Yuan or Yuan or I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Um, Congratulations, thank you for your support. Let me see if anyone's taken advantage of the last 2 mugs. I don't think so. If you do purchase a mug, I'll do a review as well. Thanks, Sensei. Can you quickly check EVTL, please? I think we've hit a bottom now. Could be a good stock for trading for the next few months. Thank you, Vaz. Let's have a look at that stock. EVTL. I think this stock has had a split of sorts because we've got all these levels down here. I might have said that last time, but um, it could have hit the bottom now. I mean, it could have, and it might not have. The issue is you can't catch a falling knife, and it did go into all-time low territory um, where it's uncharted territory, so you don't know how low it will go. Um, but the good news is you this week you closed it back above $3.50, which was the previous all-time low. Um, if we can see a potential. So what we've got going on here is interesting. We've got a low and a lower low, but on the RSI, on the weekly, we've got a low and a higher low. Let's see if that's the same on a shorter term time frame, like a 3-day time frame. You've got a low and a lower low. RSI is doing the opposite, bullish divergence. So you are correct. This could be a potential low again if it goes back above. So basically, what we need to see is we need to see this stock get back above the previous lows. So this stock needs to very quickly regain the $3.50 level. $3.53 level. That's the level it needs to regain, and once it regains that, it gives you the opportunity of a low being formed or a local low. You've got a lower low, a higher low on the RSI. That is what traders look at for bullish divergence. And you are right to point out that this could potentially be a low, where you take a trade on this, for example, something like this, risk reward of 5, about 6, and that could be the low for EVTL. So a potential trading scenario, a potential long term, if you like the fundamentals, what better place to buy than all-time lows? And when you've got bullish divergence going on, but don't be afraid to take some profits if you do um, manage to catch the bottom. You can take a Fibonacci from the high to low just to see what other levels you're looking at. High to low. Yeah, that links up directly with there. Yeah, so you are looking at $6.16 being next on an EVTL only if the $3.50 level holds, and that's what you'll be keeping an eye on. But thank you for bringing that to our attention because that seems like a perfect scenario. Again, it's not financial advice at all. I don't know if there's any news out coming from it. I don't know what the earnings are. I don't know if there's any fundamental news we should be looking at, but purely from a charting perspective, you've got some bullish divergence. And if you get back above the $3.55 level, you could have an upwards burst on EVTL all the way up to $6. So good luck with that. Thank you, Vaz, for bringing that to our attention. We've got 10 minutes left, so we'll do some more of your requests. Do you think it's strange that Warren Buffett has been given this power over the market? Often mentioned, and his moves are what is used to influence the news. He's their darling. I mean, Warren Buffett has been accumulating cash for a while, and the markets have continued going up. So I don't think he has a massive influence unless he specifically says something, which he hasn't really. He's just been accumulating cash. Um, so I don't. These nuts. That's funny. Yes, Marcus. I don't know if Joshua is being serious or not, but um, I think he's having a laugh. Well, probably was, but I don't want to assume. I mean, meme coins are called all sorts of things these days. Um, so yeah, I don't think he has an influence, a massive influence. Of course, he has some sort of influence, but there's other things that would have a bigger influence. I think he's having a laugh. Love it. Lol. Okay, he's just taking the piss. I love it. Just strategy. They are developing Bitcoin software, though. Yeah, yeah, they are, but it's not really part of their. It's not really what they're focused on, in my opinion. That's not what's going to influence the stock when we're looking at Bitcoin versus MSTR. Perfect answer and cover sensei. Thank you, Zaxay. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Jerry has said buying MSTR will become a license to become massively diluted. Thank you, Jerry. Please, sir, silver needs looking at, possibly gold, as I think the assets are looking good. Bitcoin memes is a crypto coin. Marco Jagger, if you have the ticker symbol, let me know, but I couldn't find it when I was typing into TradingView. Maybe the market cap is too small. Maybe it's a scam. Maybe it's not big enough to be on at TradingView. If you let me know the ticker symbol, maybe we can have another try and look at it again, but I couldn't find it. Silver. Let's have a look at silver. I think you all know that I like silver and gold. I've been quite bullish on silver and gold for the last couple years, and silver is finally it's slow. It's lagging Bitcoin. It's a bit annoying, but eventually it will break out as well, and this might be the time it does. It's had higher highs, higher lows. It's come down for a final test of $30. Now it's trying again to get back above these big levels of resistance: $34, $35, $37. And here we go. It's attempting it again. So what do you have above? You've got resistance at 34, you've got resistance at 35, you've got major resistance around $38, and then that's when you get your big move. That's when you've got the opportunity to jump up to $44. So we're looking at resistance up ahead, and it is posed to sort of break these resistance levels now. Um, Once it breaks $38, you've got a sudden 20% move to the upside, and then we can possibly be looking at all-time highs. And once it breaks all-time highs, you can be looking at $100 silver by this time next year. I mean, so when silver wants to move, it will move. But yeah, currently you can see it's a slow accumulation. More people are holding it. The higher lows are there. The higher highs are there. What's next? What needs to occur? There needs to be some more buying pressure to get this above $35 and then beyond $38. And we'll keep covering it. But right now, it's above its moving averages. It's come in. It's tested its previous resistance, turned it into support. Now it's going to need to break through these resistance levels of $34 and $35. However, gold is past all its resistance points. It's past, for example, where silver would be at $50, and gold is just continuing to make new highs, hitting $3,000 all-time highs this week. And there's nothing to really stop gold. I mean, it's hit all our targets. We had this cup and handle pattern on gold. Let's just see that target was around. This is around where we are now. You're looking at the target of the cup and handle being around here, but again, nothing can stop gold when it wants to go up. The target's been hit. Would I still continue holding gold? Yes, I would hold gold forever. It's just a hedge against inflation. If I was trading gold, I would look at starting to take profits around these levels. Around the $3,000 level, and the $2,900 level. I would have, if I was trading gold, I'd start taking profits. I would have taken profits by now, but I would still always hold a long-term gold position. It's at all-time highs. Just like you can't catch a falling knife, you can't top the bottom, you can't time the top on something like this as well. Let's see some Fibonacci levels. Yeah, maybe $3,300 is next for gold, but gold is in its upwards trend. It's in its um, and it's moved to the upside, and we just have to follow it to the upside. It's come back, tested to $2,800, the 1618 from the all-time low, and now let's see where it will continue going. If there's still more uncertainty, then you're going to see gold go higher. Thank you for your suggestion. These nuts max supply $1 billion, 1 billion at 0.001261. Joke, squeeze, lol, lol. Sorry, Sense, I couldn't help it. I love it, Stephen Lewandowski. Uh, I still don't know if you're being serious or not. I don't doubt that there's a coin called there's a meme coin called these nuts. I'm actually 100% certain there is. Um, it was one of the biggest meme projects last year. Oh, okay, Marco Jagger, thank you. Sensei, thank you for our review. Looks good. Thank you very much. Remember, it's still high risk, but yeah, it does look good. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. Volume very, very low on EVTL. Okay, there could be a big pump, or yeah. I know Ripple and Ondo will be working together. I have been investing into Ondo. Can you get good on? Can you get a good on Ondo, please? Can you get a good on? Don't know what you mean, but thank you for the information. Um, yeah, once you become a member for a month, we can have a look at your requests. Cannabelle. Would be interesting to know if Ondo will become a listed on Binance. I can't see anything official, but check every day. I'm sure it will be in time. It's on trading view called BOMB BOBE USD. Book of meme. Here we go. Yeah, I wouldn't. Just look at that chart, big pump, and now it's all-time lows. I mean, you are gambling if you're getting into this crypto, and I don't want you to come to me next week and say you didn't let me invest in it and it's gone up 300%. It probably will do some crazy things, but ultimately, it looks like it's going to zero. Market capitalization is 95 million. Yeah, gamble away. There's no chart analysis that I can give you on this apart from lower lows, lower highs. It's probably going to go to zero, but it might have a 1000% move one day. Um, so yeah, um, enjoy gambling. I've just seen Martin's comment. Um, God bless the Lucas Ed family. Oh, Jerry and Alba are here. Thank you, Sensei, for all you do. Thank you, Jerry and Alba, for all your support over the 6-month badge now. And thank you for everything you do for the channel, Jerry and Alba. We love gold and silver, says Saab. Lovely, thank you. I'm long on gold and silver. Good luck to you, Jerry. Thank you so much for Resolve AI prediction sets. It's not a prediction, Frederick. It's just some thoughts and opinions and chart analysis. I don't know where it's going. I can never tell you where it's going. Martin Lucas Investor has said, Sensei has to love gold. He owns my solid gold Robinhood card. Yes, I do. It would be weird for me to come out and not buy that card and say I don't like gold. That's my favorite gold investment. Um, so yeah, thank you, Martin, for that. Um, I don't know what else to say. I think I bought gold at a good time, and then Martin bought the S&P. We both got what we wanted. It was really funny. I was at work, and Martin told me to come into the YouTube channel. I was there trying to listen in while trying to work. Martin's like, "You need to send me money now if you want it," and I put my offer in. If you weren't in the chat, if you weren't in the show, Martin was selling his Robinhood Gold card. He knows that I really wanted it, and I made him an offer the first day he got it. And he wants to buy the S&P on a dip. So he messages me and he says, "Can you come into the show right now?" And then he says, "Sensei, you've got the first opportunity. Do you want to buy it for 1,500?" I give him a counter offer of 1,300. We settle on $1,350. And I had to send him the money there and then. I didn't have my ledger. I had a bit of XLM on my phone, so I sent it through to Martin all at work, and he got it. He sold it live on the show, and he bought shares of the S&P 500. Now I've got a solid gold credit card, and Martin's got more shares of the S&P 500. So it's always interesting what happens on the show. And I think Saab wanted to buy it as well. Okay, so Martin Lucas shop. Let's see if anyone's bought it. If not, I think the 50% thing is still running. Let me see if we've got. Someone would be annoyed if they buy it. And yeah, the 50% code, I think it's still there. We want to sell out this collection so we can bring out the next collection. There's only 2 of these mugs left. If you don't have them yet, everyone has them and you're going to be missing out. You want to post your pictures once you get them on the Discord, get upgraded, join our event on the end of the month. The code is 50% off. I think there's only 2 available. I don't think we're ever going to do these discounts again because I get in trouble with Martin every time I do them. 50% off. 2 mugs left. We'll probably make a loss on it. In fact, we will. Yeah, yeah. There we go. That's the mug. There's 2 left. Let me confirm that there's only 2 left. Let me see. Um, First come, first serve. That will get sold out. I'll keep refreshing it. Let's see. The code is 50% off. These are the last of these collection. I think so many of these mugs have got ordered this arrived this week. Make sure you post the pictures. This is the first XRP collection we did. It's no longer going to come out again. You go on the website XRP merch. You put your discount code in. Remember to put the discount code in. I'm just checking to make sure there's only 2 left. Products. XRP mug. How many's left? How many's left? There's 2 mugs left. I am right. 2 mugs left. So let me give. Yeah, as you can see, every single other thing is sold out. We are finishing the show very shortly. If you do buy the mug, I will just stay around and do your final request. But there it is. No more requests unless you buy a mug. 50% off. I just want to finish the collection now so we can move on to the next one. And not do these discount codes again. 50 off. You can get part of the plus exclusive perk. As a YouTube member, owning this mug grants you access to the exclusive merch channel on Discord where fans and community members can connect and share insight. We'll also be hosting a live event. We might do it in Discord, we might do it unlisted on YouTube for only the merch holders. This beautiful ceramic latte mug is perfect for any event of the day, your morning coffee, hot chocolate, or any other beverage, hot beverage you enjoy. Featuring a glossy white finish, the vibrant to the moon mug's design stands out beautifully, making it a must have for XRP fans. If you're an XRP holder and you're not supporting the XRP to the moon movement, what are you doing? The durable print retains its quality and luster even with regular use in the microwave and dishwasher. There it is. We've got it in person here. 2 left. Let's see if it's sold out. If I refresh this, we'll be able to see 50% off. Let me know if that discount code is still working. Craig Fig has bought one. Do you want a analysis as well? Let me see. Yes, we did. You did. Someone has just bought a mug. It would have been you. Let me check. There's only 1 left. 1 mug left. 1 mug left. Let me see. Do do do. Let's refresh. There's only 1 left. I'm sure someone else is going to pick this up for 50% off. Just going to keep refreshing until it's sold out. We might be here all night. Here's the link. Craig Freak. No, I just wanted one and support you boys. Oh, thank you very much. That is very kind. Cool. Okay, let's finish up the show. I have gone to the beginning since I thought you were on at 9 p.m. Oh, Andrew Michael, yeah, it's US, UK times. We have to prioritize the US folks because they make up most of our time. I do normally go live at 9 p.m. UK time. It's at that weird time where we haven't had a time change, but the US has, and we had to accommodate to the people of the USA. So I apologise. Always do come and check. We always put the live shows up by the latest sort of during the day of Sunday. Ondrik Sensei, if there's time, can you take a look at the Plumie chart? It depends what the chart looks like. If I'm looking at another S coin, I don't know if I'd like to. If you buy a mug, I certainly will. Plume. Oh, interesting. We'll have a look at it. I was joking. Here we go. Not much to say, unfortunately. Again, we don't have much price action. You've IPO'd. I mean, it looks like an accumulation pattern, to be honest, which is good, but it can break either way. If it breaks above 15 cents, you are looking at this coin heading to the upside. If it you've got sort of just a bull flag going on, but can't have too much conviction on what's going on because it's just IPO'd. Got something like this going on, where once you decide which way you're going to break out, that's where the momentum is going to take you. So if you break out of 16 cents, you're looking to move to the upside. If you break below 12 cents and then break below these lows, 10 cents, then you're probably going to come back down to your IPO price or ICO price. So keep an eye on it. You are range bound, and once that range breaks, whether it's to the upside or the downside, that's where the momentum is going to take you. If the momentum takes you to the upside, you're looking at 18 cents, then to 30 cents. If the momentum takes you to the downside, you're looking at 10 cents, then and then probably to, oh no, sorry. If it breaks to the downside, if it breaks below 10 cents, maybe 5 cents is next. So keep an eye on the breakout. It is more likely to break to the upside. It can come all the way down to 12 cents and then break 16 cents and move to the upside, and potentially 20 cents. So interesting looking one. We just don't have a lot of information. Again, it's not financial advice. Um, let's refresh. John has bought a mug. Let's refresh this. Sold out. All sold out. John has got the last mug of the XRP merchandise. Um, and the whole collection sold out. Thank you for your purchase, John. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is what I was showing you. The whole thing is sold out now. So thank you, John. Let's see if you wanted a request. We'll make sure to send in a photo when it arrives. Yes, please do. FOMO setting in now. One mug left, 50% off. Yes, Stephen Lindowski, and it's sold. Hey, Sensei, if there's time, can you take a look? We just had a look. Sensei, what do you think will happen with XRP in the short term? Just staying flat? Yeah, I mean, it's bouncing around all over the place until Bitcoin makes its mind up. $2 is acting as the base for now. I bought a mug, SoFi. You want to have a look at SoFi. Also, it did not give me the 50%. John, you have to the code is 50 off. You had to put it in. But thank you anyway for supporting the channel. You can see the price when you check out. Thoughts on SoFi? We will do your request. We'll make it longer. Thank you for your support. SoFi, here we go. SoFi Technologies. So we have previously looked at this actually. We've got some chart analysis. The RSI went all the way to its lowest levels it's seen since 2023 recently. Just zooming out to see what's going on with the stock. It's had its accumulation phase. It's trying to break to the upside again. And now, more recently, it's had its sell-off. So what's happened here is it's, as you can see, this structure here is not a very bullish structure. It doesn't know what's going on. It's sort of a topping out structure where you have these higher highs, then lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and it's sort of a topping out structure. When you see these random highs going on, when you make some highs, you're sort of you get a bit worried, and then you start looking at support. The first level of support was $13. Then you got below your moving averages. Then it wanted to go down to its next level of support again. When I'm buying a stock like this, you can never time the bottom. That's why I DCA. So I would have bought around $13. Then I would have bought around this support around $11, keeping a bit of money on the side to buy at $10 as well. So right now, it's come down to this support, it's broken below it, and now it's got back above this level of support around $11. So what can occur here is the change of trend. So the trend on the short term is very much a downwards trend. You are breaking that downwards trending line. Let's get rid of some of the noise here and go over to the 4-hour time frame. You can see you are in a downwards. Let me get rid of this as well. You are in this downwards trend short term, which you seem to be getting back above. You are treating $11 as support now. $11 is your base. What you're targeting next is $13. Once you get back above $13, you can start looking at all-time highs again. I'm not going to rule out you're not going to come down to $10, and that will be the next level of support if you break back below $11. But the momentum seems to be shifting. You hit your lows on the RSI. The MACD is starting to turn green again. You're back above $11. $13.59 is your next stop. If you get back above that, then that's when you start looking at all-time highs. I would keep an eye out. $10 is always possible. Worst case scenario, you can look at $7. But right now, the short-term trend was the downside. That trend line seems to be breaking. You're keeping your support at $11. Here we go, $13 next. Keep an eye on $13.50. You break that, you're going back to all-time highs on SoFi, in my opinion. The tide seems to be changing from the short-term pattern on SoFi back towards the upside. Would you create a BTC mug in the future? Zach Zay, if you want a BTC mug, we might create a BTC mug. Let me know if that's what you want. We might do a mug for all the top 20 cryptocurrencies, do 5 of each, and everyone can show their support for their favorite crypto as well. That's something I'm thinking of as well. The only XRP merch left in the store is this jumper. This is a new collection. We'll be showcasing this in the future streams. Thank you all very much for tuning into the show. I hope you enjoyed the show that was more orientated towards your chart requests. For all the XRP holders, let's have a quick look at the XRP chart. Again, $2 held as support. We were having this. Let me just show you this. This is that big position someone has on the markets right now. We've seen it happen before. They're doing it again. A 40x position with $10 million of margin. It's with $10 million put in. 40x. They've got a $400 million position of short, a short position on Bitcoin. What's happened is the community is trying to push up to their liquidation price of 85,000. They've pushed their liquidation price up to 87,000. So a potential short squeeze if they get liquidated. However, I wouldn't bet against the bulls, against the whales, and those whales seem to be pushing the market down. So a lot of volatility, a lot of manipulation going on right now in the markets. I would move away from the noise, go back to the charts, see what's possible. Well, a $2 XRP is where I'd buy some more, then $1.83, $1.72. If we get back below that, then we're looking at bear market territory. We'll reevaluate our positions. But until we break those levels, until we break those significant levels, I'm still bullish on XRP. I'm not panicking. The charts aren't panicking. $2 has held again. I won't panic until maybe I wouldn't panic, but I might change my mind once we break below 170. However, right now I am buying more. I'm buying more XRP. If you're not following me on, let me go on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, I do post on there. I don't normally don't normally plug it, but there it is. That's my Twitter in the live chat. What did I post recently? Ripple has secured regulatory approval from the Dubai Finance Services, so a lot going on behind the scenes. Two planted sources tell me the SEC versus Ripple case is process of wrapping up and could be over soon. Eleanor Terrett, I do trust her. I like her reporting. Be prepared. That can happen this week. That can have a sudden move up for XRP. If that does occur, some people will take profits and it'll come straight back down again. So be prepared for that. If you see massive profits, nothing wrong with taking profits. We do have another XRP ETF being what's it called, filed for. So that brings it up to 9 firms. And then, yes, I did tweet, I am still bullish. XRP to $5 to $10 this year, not financial advice. So, yes, I'm still bullish. That's my Twitter. Do go ahead and follow that. But yeah, still bullish on XRP. Filter out the noise, look at the chart. It's still looking fine. And I'm still buying plenty of other cryptocurrencies, Flare, Filecoin. Yeah, those are some examples. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. I'll have a BTC and Doge mugs with the makes of them. Yes, Zach's 8, stay tuned. That will be coming in the next few weeks. Don't get it from anywhere else. We'll be bringing them with the makes of them. With the make of them. I'll have BTC and Doge mugs with the make of them. What do you mean with the make of them? Don't know what you mean, but we'll have BTC Doge mugs. We'll have the top 20 cryptocurrencies out there. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Do hit the like button on your way out if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye bye.